Hi, my name is Lukas Baumilas. I'm from Long Island, New York, and I currently study business at Boston University. Currently, I am having my internship at NASDAQ in Vilnius. BTLT sounded like a great program to me because first of all, I hadn't been in Lietuva for so long. It was about 6 years that I wasn't able to be here. The COVID outbreak had a lot to do with that. And so language was a big thing for me, figuring out what it meant to be a Lietuvis. It was definitely a question that was constantly in my head as I was sort of isolated from the country during COVID. And second of all, for the professional experience I could gain here, I came to find that there were some amazing opportunities, whether it's at NASDAQ, or, in finance or other industries in Lietuva, so I knew that no matter what I decided, there would be something here for me to develop myself both personally and professionally. What I received from BTLT was a lot of things. I think definitely the first thing that most of us noticed coming into the program were the people. It was great to see so many people from all around the world congregating in Lietuva for this common goal of finding what their roots are, getting professional experience. So whether they're from Canada or Argentina, I think that was an amazing fact that I could now say that I was part of this international Lithuanian network rather than just a Lithuanian-American one. And second of all, the most striking thing coming into the program was how much Lietuva had changed since I was last here. I think it really gave me the strength to believe that I could hold a future here if I wanted one. With all the companies we visited and all the ministries, I think it's one thing to be told that there's such and such opportunities across the sea, across the ocean, but to actually see it with your own eyes and shake the right hands, it really gives you a confidence that you can't always get otherwise. I currently have an internship at NASDAQ Vilnius. NASDAQ, you may have heard of it. It's a large international company with roots in the United States, but offices all around the world. And I'm currently working with the Securities Depository in Vilnius. What that means is that we deal with the registry of securities, that's stocks and bonds, and I deal with corporate actions, which is all the services related to those securities, whether it's meetings, mergers, dividend payments, interest payments, and so forth. And what was really the most striking thing for me coming into this company was just how welcoming people were. They had expectations that I would just be some Lithuanian person. And so when they saw that it was an American, they weren't thinking, oh, like we're gonna have to babysit him, we're gonna have to teach him everything in Lithuanian so he can sort of have a better grasp of this. It was very welcoming and they were eager to see fresh blood, and that's what has really kept me going throughout this program. I think the BTLT program in and of itself is unique from the internships offered in the US. This is, of course, because in addition to the internship that you might hold at a company, there's also ministry visits, company visits, cultural visits that are going on. You're connecting with people from all around the world. But I would say the internship itself at the company I'm doing is luckily quite worldwide, I would say. So there's nuances, there's some areas which you might want the experience to be like others for professional experience, but I think it really is unique in the cultural exposure and the depth of exposure that you get. I don't think that a lot of Lietuviai have learned as much about Lietuva as I have in these past couple of weeks being in this program. The most interesting, the most inspiring people that I've met throughout my time here in Lietuva, I would say is definitely the public sector people. I'm definitely interested in the bridge between public and private sector. They both have a huge influence on our lives, but I think that there's a certain mindset in the public sector that you're doing this for sometimes a greater cause, or you're doing this for more personal reasons that I find really cool and inspiring. So I think people such as the ministers, people in the Seimas, for example, these have been really unique experiences that even though I'm not doing an internship directly with them, I'm really glad I was able to meet them, and it makes me think that someday I might be able to be a part of this community as well. I would say probably the coolest thing during my time here in Lietuva was going to this industrial site in Kaunas. It was this exclusive economic zone where there was this one company called Elinta there. Funny enough, the sort of grandfather of the BTLT program was someone we were able to meet with while we were there. But I think the coolest thing for me while there was to hear about what exactly this company was doing and how influential it was worldwide. Whether it's, creating robotics that are used in the NFL all the way across the Atlantic Ocean, or what was probably coolest for me was the fact that they were creating Lithuanian equipment, Lithuanian car equipment for cars in Germany. And it wasn't the other way around, as you typically hear that Lietuviai want to have German car equipment in their own land. So I think it's really cool how Lithuania is becoming an increasingly larger influence in the countries around it. I think that BTLT is a great program for diaspora, primarily because of the intensive exposure that you get to the country and to the people in probably an unprecedented amount of time. I've been to Lietuviška mokykla, Lithuanian school. I've been to Lithuanian camps in the US. While those have been extremely fulfilling experiences, I haven't been able to see that much of Lietuva, that much of what Lietuvybė meant to me in such a period of time as I have during my time here. It's shown me that there's professional prospects in Lietuva. It's shown me that I still have personal reasons to be here. Not only is it bringing me closer with family, with friends, but also helping me understand who I am.